how you interpret challenges shapes whether they become a breakthrough or a breakdown. Now, this is something that I touched on in my testimony where I was talking about the things that happen for us, that we have to understand that they're happening for us, not to us. And this is part of step 3 of intentional living. This is assuming positive intent. And so this isn't just like assuming positive intent when you're interacting with people. This is assuming positive intent when you're engaging with the universe. So when things are happening, you don't sit there going, why are you doing this to me? And because basically you have a choice. Are you going to be a victim, or are you going to be an overcomer? Like, literally, what reality do you want to pick? Because that is the question. Like, how do you want to live your life? And some people really do want to choose that victim mentality and just see everything is happening to them and all of these horrible things. And yet you have the opportunity to shift that and to say, how am I going to walk through this? What am I going to take away from this? And this doesn't mean that the universe is, signing you up for horrific events. I'm not trying to say that. I know these are deep questions that I'm talking about here. But by the same token, you get to own what energy you bring to any situation. And so when challenges arise, if you are coming at it from the perspective of understanding that this physical experience, the whole purpose of it is to progress our soul's journey, right? So the whole point is to grow. So if your expectation is to, sit here and entertain yourself to death and never have any hardships, like that is your ego just wanting to be stroked and have a nice time. But that is not what is going to cultivate growth for you. And so if you embrace challenges and bad things that happen, and I say bad in finger quotes because really, assigning morality to them is not necessarily helpful. Really, it's more about, this is the situation I find myself in. What is the best possible track that I can take for me to get through this? Now, this does not mean that you are intentionally exposing yourself to harmful or abusive situations. This does not mean that it is okay if someone else has abused you. I am not saying any of that. But what I am saying is you get to own your response to any of those traumas or tragedies. You get to own what your response is and how you're going to go through it. And when you are able to rise, and when you are able to say, I am not going to let that take me down. That injured me, but I'm not letting it take any more from me than that. Then you are in a place where you are embracing the catalyst that is coming into your life, and you are kind of riding those waves rather than being drowned by them. And that's when really deep growth happens. And that's when you are coming from this place of, again, love-based energy, that sense of oneness, because again, you trust that the universe is going to guide you through these moments, that you're going to be able to make it through these moments, even when they're challenging. Hopefully that helps somebody today and helps you shift your mindset just a little bit, because again, when you're able to embrace that place that things are happening for you, not to you, you can stay in that place of being the victor rather than the victim.